Hey, good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
And good night.
And two things we have to tell you. Number one, to our patrons, we love you. Everyone who listened to last week's, we got a lot of great feedback, which was nice to get after Cipha almost ruined our Patreon a few weeks back. So to see how everyone loved the Patreon last week, shout out to y'all. Patreon.com/Juan Ep is Life. Another full episode coming this week as well.
You know why you loved it? Because I did such a bad one so you can see the contrast. Okay?
Thank you.
That's why you do
Thank
that.
you, Cipha. And speaking of bad, Cipha has a TV show starting this week.
And why is that bad? Listen,
No, it's great.
Saturday,
I'm psyched to watch it.
Saturday, August 12th, Hip Hop Treasures on A&E. Shout out to Rock the Bells. Shout out to Pulse Films. LL Cool J, Yo Pete, Nice, Paradise Gray. Yours truly, Cipha Sounds. I think the first episode is the Biggie episode where I'm searching for Biggie's crown.
Ooh.
So it's going to be great. So August 12th, 10 p.m., A&E. Watch it, like it, post it, share it, blah, blah, blah.
Cypher, you vacationing?
I'm on the West Coast. I wouldn't call it vacationing. Personal business, but it's not vacationing.
You're on personal business. You've relocated. You're temporarily relocated to the West Coast.
Yeah, it's personal business. Personal meaning family oriented.
But you can't wait. But you can't go as far as calling it vacation because it's not
definitely not a vacation. No.
Now, here's my question.
Yeah.
When one travels with one's young family, is it possible for it to even be vacation?
Yeah, I've been on vacation with the kiddos.
And what would that look like? What is vacation? Like you're at a pool and there's activities for the kids, so you're able to like actually chill a bit.
You're saying vacation means chill?
Yeah, well, I guess you're right.
Is that what you're saying? Are you saying, am I chilling?
That's what I'm trying to gauge. Yeah,
no, I don't chill on vacation I don't ever chill, put it that way. But I am a very chill person.
By the way, I think that's up for debate. You are chill. You're chill and not chill simultaneously. You walk.
I'm both.
You really are.
There's some people. Okay, right now you are engaged in Cipha Sounds work, which is all I ever want to do. Now, if you catch me not at work, it looks like I'm having the worst time ever, which most of the time I am. But it also just looks like I'm just doing nothing. I'm not playing lawn games. I'm not dancing in your little fucking circle. I'm not going to your fucking little tennis thing.
Wait, who dances in a circle?
Like at a wedding. It's like a little dance. It's like a little dance party, but it's not like a club. It's like a little circle. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right. You're not doing that. That's not you.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not.
So what do you actually enjoy?
Stand-up comedy.
No, that's not working in any way.
Sneaker shopping.
Okay.
Going to sneaker stores.
Okay.
Oh, the other day I was outside of a comedy club in Lower East Side on St. Mark's, and there was a guy outside selling records out of like a thrift shop.
All right, you perused?
And I very much enjoyed for about a half hour going through every record in those 3 bins. And he was like, I'm trying to organize these. So as I saw some reggae, I pulled them out and kept all the reggae together. Then I pulled out all the jazz and kept it together. And the guy was like, thank you. And I was like, no problem.
So again,
no problem.
So real quick, even when you're sort of working and you get a quick break, fun for you is organizing someone's physical MP3s.
Yes, organizing is physical MP3.
That's what you were doing. You were organizing his physical.
I love organizing. Is fun to me. Organizing is fun. Going to IKEA is fun. Sneaker shopping, dinner, a good dinner with friends, which I don't have many friends.
Those are great.
People I call somewhat acquaintances. A good dinner, breaking bread is fun to me.
No.
I'm very upset that I don't get to do it with more. I don't know, like more of my friends. on a regular basis.
I couldn't agree with you more about the breaking bread. My whole WWE weekend, what makes the WWE work weekend, which I haven't done one away. Like if you were me, it was Bizarro World and Cipha Sounds was Rosenberg, you would have hated the fact that since WrestleMania, which is in April, till SummerSlam, which is in August, instead of getting to have my monthly trip where I go have, hang out, break some bread,
Yeah.
all my shows were just done in Stamford, Connecticut in a studio. I just drive there and drive back.
Right.
Not particularly fun. But these weekends are so great because the day I get to the city, I'll do my radio show, whatever, then go link up. I had a great break bread session with 4 or 5 people I really like. And then the next night after the WWE event, go back to the hotel bar and have a late night dinner and drink, break bread with whoever's around.
Yeah.
And then the best part,
Wait, you're
for
saying
me,
that's on the road?
that's on the road only.
That's not at Stanford. They don't do that. Everyone just goes home.
There's nothing. It's work.
Right.
It's go to job, go home. Feels like
home.
doesn't even feel like the same anything. Nothing about it hits right at all. You're in a studio. Literally,
it hits the
it's
same.
crazy. No, the views, even on YouTube, people don't even view it the same way. Like they want to see you in the arena with the people.
And the
like
thing,
it doesn't.
right.
I don't know why. They feel the bread breaking that needs to happen. And then
it's the energy.
I'm living the like I had a moment yesterday where I don't even process it, that I'm like, I used to be an outsider here. I used to be in the spot where I would be like, I knew, I was going to WrestleMania and I would I'd get invited to like the bar where people would hang out, and I'd show up kind of like looking around like, oh, who do I know here? This is cool. And now I realize like the table, I get there early because I'll finish my work and I'll leave the arena. I stay at the show for several hours, but I'll still get there before some of the other broadcasters. And I realize that like my table where I sit down will end up being the jump off spot where everyone's at. Like that's me now. He is I and I am him.
Look at you. Heavy as the crown. Heavy as the crown.
I take in a moment. I go, this is fucking cool, bro. I'm actually supposed to be here. I see the other people who are the me's, who are like kind of connected, but they're on the outside. And I'm on the inside. And all we want in life is to be on the inside.
And when you do talk about your WWE stuff, your stuff is still on the WWE network or whatever?
It's on the cock.
I'm sorry?
On the cock.
Okay.
You can watch it
on
on the
Peacock.
Is it the on Peacock.
Okay.
It's on the cock. But you can also watch it not just on the cock, it's also on the kickoff shows also air on their YouTube channel.
Okay,
like
but you want to be on regular TV eventually.
I would like, listen, yes, I would. I would love for them to find a way to use me for regular TV, but I have this conversation pretty regularly with Dipperstein. Whenever I'm having one of those Cipha Sounds and Rosenberg like moments, where I'm like,
you talking about debilitating sadness?
Correct. And no, the desperation to just continue to try to fill the void, the endless void. When I'm trying to fill the void, Dipperstein will be like, you don't want that. You have it. This is it. You're killing it. Like you get, he will tell me, he'll be like, you have the job that half the people there would trade for in a second. You get to do all this other stuff and express yourself and then just show up and have fun and leave. Like if you try to do the thing that you think would make you feel better, you'll probably get completely burned out. It won't work out. Then you'll be gone and it'll be miserable. Whereas now you get to be just a little bit in it and it's just fucking great.
Does Dipperstein have a brother?
Why, you want another Dipperstein?
I would love a life coach like that. It's a guy just whispering.
Well, you didn't you just get a new manager?
That's different though. He's not you're not speaking to him as your agent. You're speaking about him as your friend.
This was both though. This is
But that's what I'm saying. You have a friend that's in the mix that he can give you actual good, real advice.
yes. That is he will but this is professional advice. This is him
Yeah.
as the guy who would, if I told Dipperstein tomorrow, I want to be used on the commentary team. I want a full-time job. I deserve it. I could do it. Dipperstein would be the person who would make the phone call to try to do it.
Right.
And he's the person who, if he did it and I made more money, would make more money also.
Right.
And yet he's also the person being like, no, this is it. Your job is good, bro. I want you being, you stay here, stay there, and be able to pop in there. This is it. You know what I mean?
Got it. Yeah, I respect it. I respect it.
And I do too. Like yes, I see there's more I could do. Do I think my TV talent could be used better in WWE? Sure, I do. But I think if I'm patient, other things will come along that make sense that aren't necessarily every week, traveling every week to be on the show. Yo, you know how hard their weekly shows are? It's a really brutal grind. Not just the travel part, the actual physical job. They are in your ear.
Yeah.
When I do this show, the kickoff show, yes, it's not as big a deal and it's not as high profile. No one tells me anything. I can joke around. I can bring up my wedding. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
How long is the kickoff show?
It's an hour.
Nice.
Anyways, enough about my my shit. But it was a fun time. Detroit is.
You went back to Detroit.
Oh yeah, let me tell you about Detroit.
Second time in 1 year.
Second time in one summer. Let me tell you, it is shit, miss. I went downtown to try to get a pair of dress socks. I was in like the big like shopping area. I'm not saying Detroit doesn't have cool cultural things in it. I'm sure it does. But like from a like downtown area, like, you know, when you judge a place by like what is the quote downtown feel like?
No, downtown's over, bro.
Downtown Detroit doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good.
No downtowns feel good anymore.
A lot of
any downtown when you go out of town, out of New York, and yes, I am going to be in a New York elitist right now. When you go downtown,
New York doesn't even have a downtown. The whole city's downtown, right?
Right. But when you go downtown in these other states, and like on the weekend when no one is there on the weekends, but you're at a hotel, because the hotels are built next to the businesses so that people can do business. You know what I mean? But on the weekend, the downtown areas are desolate, but that's where the hotels are.
Well, in this case, it was reverse, right? So yes, but in Detroit, their stadiums and everything are downtown. So you had a lot of people there for the event.
But that's an event.
Correct. If I'd been there on a regular, like if you were there on a regular week and there was no Detroit Lions game and there was no SummerSlam.
Like I went to St. Louis and I stayed right next to the baseball stadium, but there was no baseball game. And there was a shootout at Hooters. The day me and my boy Jason from Monster, we went to eat at Hooters. The next night, there was a shootout at the same Hooters we were at, across the street from the hotel,
which is by the stadium,
by the baseball stadium. Yeah,
which I'm guessing if it was a baseball night, there's so much shit going on that it feels safe.
It feels crowded.
It feels crowded.
Yeah, and I think there's more things happening, so there's more security.
You weren't hanging out with my.
Huh?
You didn't like hang out with my ex-wife, didn't you?
No. Hold on. You're the second person to ask me if I did something with a girl that they were aforementioned. No, I didn't. She lives in Detroit?
No, St. Louis.
Oh, St. Louis. That's right, St. Louis. Oh, yeah, St. Louis. No. I didn't hang out with her.
I believe, from what I remember, she lives in like the one area that's supposed to be like, if you're
Jewish.
In St. Louis, no. She got away from that shit. If you're in St. Louis and like, you know, you've got a little something going on.
Yeah.
There's like one little area with like cute restaurants and.
Right. The Montclair.
There's like some little Montclair,
little Williamsburg, Montclair area.
But yeah, everyone tells me that besides that, these fucking, you're right. But how about this? We're talking about St. Louis and Detroit. Natalie and I went to Atlanta for New Year's 2 years ago when I had a WWE thing, and we
Yeah.
stayed downtown.
Yeah.
And bro, had lunch at a Hooters because that's
Yeah.
all that was there.
Yeah.
It was shit, miss.
Yeah.
Downtown Atlanta,
It's trash.
it was and I
It's
know
trash.
Atlanta has a lot of shit going on all over the
Atlanta's
place,
fire.
but not downtown.
Not downtown.
Downtown was the drizzling shits, as they say in the wrestling business. Okay, on our list of things to talk about today, Rudy Giuliani, Cipha's favorite mayor, the guy who cleaned up New York. Did you read the story?
No.
Oh, I'm so glad. Good. Perfect. All right. So most of you, honestly, this is such a great story, Billy June, because I am guessing 90% of our one-uppers who are listening right now do not know what I'm about to tell you. Why? Because the story broke on the same day that Donald Trump was indicted for the third time.
Where was he indicted for this time?
Trump, this one is officially the lying that led to January 6th. So it's like
where was this?
Oh, feds.
Oh, shit.
He had to appear in the same court where every repug January 6ther appeared. He's in the regular. Oh, he went to the regular.
He was there. They showed it.
They didn't show it, but he was there.
Wow.
Supposedly he was unhappy with the casual way the judge greeted him. But yeah, no, this was the one. This is like the indictment. The names of the indictments are crazy. It's like attempting to fraud the United States of America or something. It's
shit.
There's they're good ones. These are the ones. So that happened, which by the way, there'll probably be at least one more, the Atlanta one, the Georgia one. I do want to say at some point, it almost feels like they're not even big news anymore. It's like, yo, Trump got indicted today. It's almost just like
nothing happens.
Well, then you got to wait another 2 years. But also, once there's 4 of something, it doesn't.
Wait 2 years when he's president again, and then what are they gonna do?
By the way, that's the thing is, are they going to be able to start moving on shit? Because if he gets to be president first, by the way, we live in a banana republic. This is a joke. This is a fucking
banana republic.
This is a joke. No, we are a banana republic. Have you looked it up? That's a real thing, and we are that, a banana republic.
No.
Banana public definition. Feels racist, by the way. A small nation, especially in Central America, dependent on one crop or the influx of foreign capital. So it just basically means, it's basically just sort of a mean way to describe a country that doesn't have a lot of good going on.
I mean, they should change that meaning, because it should mean shit is fucking bananas right now.
Correct. It really should be that. Shit is bananas.
Shit is bananas right
All right,
now.
so because that happened to Trump, this story just didn't make it around.
Yeah.
But someone sent it to me, and I go, whoa. So here's the story. I'm just going to read it to you. This version is from Newsweek, which, Newsweek is not even really like Newsweek anymore. It's like Newsweek is like fucking
Twitter.
It's like Vlad TV, bro. I swear to you, whoever bought it, it's just like, I mean, you can like kind of trust it as a source in that it aggregates news stories, but it's not Newsweek. All right, former Mayor Giuliani allegedly used vulgar language, criticized Jewish people for celebrating Passover, took aim at celebrities, blah, blah, blah. By the way, none of that is the big stuff. None of that's the big stuff. The big stuff is the sexual part, because he is being accused by a woman named, I think, Anna Dunphy, I think is her name. I know her last name's Dunphy, of sexual assault, including rape. Okay.
Jeez.
This woman worked for him and became engaged in a sexual relationship with him.
How does it say when?
I do not know what years these are.
You'll get to it. You'll get to it. Go ahead.
Well, so what really will take you back is these particular transcripts. And I want to apologize in advance for the nature of these. Her name is Noelle Dunphy, by the way. I said Anna. And she's suing him for, quote, abuses of power and wide-ranging sexual assault and harassment, wage theft, and other misconduct.
Oh, you're a couple years too late, lady.
including alcohol-drenched rants that include sexist, racist, anti-Semitic remarks. Now, the reason, so now this goes to another level, though, because actual transcripts of the audio are out. This is recent. March 12th, 2019. Oh, you're a fucking, in the words of Cipha Sounds, you're a fucking schmidiot. Not only are you a pervert, but you were doing this in 2019? All right, Cipha, here's what he said to a woman who worked for him. You ready?
Yeah.
Come here, big. Come here, big. You belong to me. Give them to me indiscernible. I want to claim my.
Wait, this is a recording of him saying it?
Yes,
Who was recording?
I guess she recorded him.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me start. I think I have to start over again. Come here, big. Come here, big. Your belong to me. Give them to me indiscernible. I want to claim my. I want to claim my. I want to claim my. These are my. By the way, Saif, I just want to be clear. We are not saying this is funny. Okay, it's sort of like the story. It's sort of like Billy June's story. Someone going through this real experience is not funny.
I'm not saying her I'm not laughing at her experience.
Correct.
I'm laughing at what the fuck, how he could even, the audacity. Now, I want to know where this is, though. If this is 4 a.m. in a hotel room and they're engaged in an affair, this language is fine. If this is in the office at 1 in the afternoon, this is horrendous.
Okay, hold on. We got to continue the transcript. All right, she says, oh, yeah. He says, these breasts belong to me. Nobody else can get near these, okay? I don't care if they're flirting with you or giving you business cards. These are mine. You got it? Miss Dunphy, yes. Giuliani, understand? I'm very possessive. I've gone easy on you. Miss Dunphy, I don't know. Mr. Giuliani, I've been easy on you. Miss Dunphy, you've been pretty tough on me. Mr. Giuliani, I've been easy on you. Give them to me. Miss Dunphy, maybe.
No, I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it. Is she going yes, or is she going?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Hold on. I think it's the latter. I think she's admitted that they were engaged in a relationship. I think the argument she's making is that she felt like forced to be in this relationship for her job, et cetera, et cetera. I don't think she's denying that they were having a sexual relationship.
Their boobies were his.
I mean, apparently so.
If she says for a time, if she does a press conference, she's like, for a time, my boobies were the possession of Rudolph Giuliani.
Oh my God. This is, but here's another one. Mr. Giuliani, you are my. Mr. Giuliani, you're my fucking. Mr. Giuliani, another comment. Jews, they want to go through that. He just starts out, Jews. That's the first word of the sentence, Jews. He goes, Jews. They want to go through that freaking Passover all the time. Man, oh man, get over the Passover. It was like 3,000 years ago. Okay, the Red Sea parted. Big deal. Not the first time that happened. What? Yo, does he know something I don't know? Is there another biblical story the Red Sea had parted previously? I only know the Passover one. Then he continues, 2019, about Jews. The way the natural selection works, Jewish men have small because they can't use them after they get married, whereas the Italian men use them all their lives so they get bigger.
Wow.
That's not scientific.
No. What do you mean?
That's not
scientific. That's in Darwin's notes, man. That's evolution.
That the Italian grows over life?
Yes.
The course of a life.
They use it all the time.
This level of low that this keeps going to, I can't believe. I assumed when I saw this, the stories would be.
It, though?
I just thought it would be from the early 2000s. Like, yes, anyone could be gross and weird, but while
everyone is gross and weird.
Okay, so
everyone is gross and weird at certain times.
Correct. I didn't think that you would be in 2019. While he was like working for near the president and very much back in the spotlight in an era in which everyone has now been made more aware that like anything with a woman in your office, particularly someone who's like beneath you, like you're the boss, is already like a very tenuous situation.
Yeah,
I
but that was
can't believe he
after
was
that.
being
That was
that
after
loose.
that.
No, 19 is in the middle of it. Middle.
No.
Swear to you. Promise. Promise. Do you know Me Too started in like 15, 16?
No.
Look it up.
Look it up. When's
Billie
Harvey
Jean.
Weinstein? What's the Harvey Weinstein?
Billie Jean, tell me when it says the origins of the Me Too movement are. I'm gonna call it 16. This is 19. That's my prediction.
2017.
17.
17 is Harvey Weinstein?
No, that's when it started.
That's when it
What's
started.
Harvey Weinstein?
Let's see.
17.
Wait, how did it
18.
start? What was the start? I thought Harvey Weinstein was the start.
It was related to Harvey Weinstein. It was that woman. It was the woman, the first woman who.
2017 also.
Yeah,
Harvey Weinstein was 2017.
And I forget the lady's name, but there's a movie about her. There's it's actually a pretty good movie about this lady who, and an actress. It was like what was that actress?
Actress was a Rose something.
Yes, there was Rose McGowan.
Yeah.
Anyways, Rudy's fall though. Yeah, I was making fun of Michael K. Michael K's wedding was officiated by Rudy Giuliani. So every time he gets worse, like even when when he started working for Trump, I was like, Michael, I know your wife is. I was like, now you're at the point where you just got to superimpose someone else into the pictures. Like his wife is a very no chance she wants to look at Rudy Giuliani's fucking face.
Yeah, but bro, look, okay. Why is Giuliani working with Trump? Because they're all creeps. Like you gotta think of that right away, not later when the transcripts come out.
You're right. It's a given. It's a creep.
Yeah,
Yo,
it's a creep
men
community.
left to their devices. We all can figure out quickly the level of creep of other men. Everyone knows the level of creep around that on some level. When someone forms a crew, like you look at any best friend crew.
Yeah.
Everyone knows how everyone gets down.
Yeah.
And you decide the kind of people. That's why there's something about the company you keep. Because you're like,
there's also different times for different friend groups.
That's right.
Bro, I was in Chicago once with a business associate. Say that, a business associate.
Okay.
He's like, hey, I'm gonna go meet my friends from college at this bar. It just so happens 4 of us are in town at the same time. Like 2 of them live there. 5 of them. 2 of them live there. 2 other guys were in town for some reason, and he was in town. He's like, I'm gonna go meet my college buddies. Do you want to come? Fuck yeah, I want to go hang out with a bunch of white boys that went to college 12 years ago, whatever.
Why?
Because of that, to hear shit like that.
Oh, to hear what kind of fuckery?
Oh my God, it was fuckery. And this is a business associate that I respect. And I was like, this is
and meaning he knows that you have a businessy relationship.
Yeah, I could tell he was trying to keep it down a little bit, so I left. I could tell I was hindering his fun.
Right. He was being a little worried about what was being said in front of you.
I could tell he was like, it's like when you're like, it's like when a kid is loud at a restaurant, you're like, shh, shh, shh. And I was like, I'm going to leave. I'm going to this guy's fun. I got enough. I got it.
I know what you guys are about. It was exactly what I expected.
All married, all have kids, except for the guy I was with. He's married and has a kid now, but at the time wasn't. And it was just like, man, remember that pig, oink, oink, that pig that was in our dorm room? And I was like, oh.
No, hold on. By the way, and just a question. They were referring to a woman, right?
Yes.
I have to tell you.
Yes, they're referring to a woman.
And maybe you'll disagree and you'll call me a prude, but I don't think so, because you're very much a girl lover, a woman lover in the way that I am. I'm shocked when people use that word. It's so nasty. I'm like, wait, do you not love women? Why are you saying pig?
It's bad, bro.
Isn't that bad?
It's bad.
Like and if anyone out there is listening doesn't know how men, like when they're being gross, use that term, at least how I've heard it, they'll use it to describe a woman who's like wants sex.
Yeah.
Like if a woman is in any way, quote, loose in their eyes, or like, quote, promiscuous, or really is just like open about the fact that they want to get a little action.
Yeah.
They're like, fucking pig. And I'm like,
Pig.
yo, do you realize how fucked that is, though? It's fucked
It's
up.
all of it's fucked.
It's fucked.
All
What-
of it. I don't know.
what-
I don't live in this facade that everybody's cool. Once in a while, there's a freak here and there. Everybody's fucked, bro.
Oh boy, there are just certain terms though that I'm like, ooh, pig. I don't know if I.
Listen, I like engaging in a random piece of nasty sexual activity back in the day,
Right.
but it's still a respect level, like somewhat. I don't know,
What? Bro,
appreciation level. Thanks,
100
lady.
100%. No matter what the freakishness level was of whatever happened, like there's no place at the end in which I'm not going to be exceedingly polite and being like, "Yo, are you good?
Yo, how you let them girls stay over? Because I like their company, other than just sex.
Right?" Or even if I didn't, I realized I only liked their company for sex. You know how fucking rude that would be after
so
we'd
rude.
already had be like, "Yo, by the way, I hope your cab works out." Like,
Bro,
I'm sorry.
No, this girl I know, she said she was hooked up with this guy, and then she was setting her alarm on the phone, and he goes, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "I'm setting my alarm." He goes,
Oh,
"Nah,
boy.
use that to call an Uber." I'm like, you just are inside of her. Get a
Yo,
little,
no. But see,
little
that's.
tenderness.
But by the way, what you're saying is actually, well, it could make for a really good bit, but it is also really real. And I see it that way. Like, you have to think about the fact that when you have sex, the man is the penetrator and the woman is
Yeah.
choosing to be okay with you going
Yeah.
in there
In there.
for real. To not then show respect for that person to me is so fucking foul. By the way, this is why.
How One Up has changed.
By the way, this is why you and I have no game. By the way, because the real people
yeah.
with game don't give a fuck.
They don't give
That's
a fuck.
really
That's the game. What do you call it? That's the magic gene of
right.
game. Is not giving a fuck.
And then the weird shitty thing is, a lot of cases, not all the time, but a lot of cases, at least until women grow up, for some reason they're drawn to that type of person and hope that they're going to be the one that makes them actually give a fuck.
Yeah,
And then very often they
also
don't.
delusional. Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway.
so did you pay any attention to the Kai Cenat?
Wait, before you get to that, as we're talking about abusive workplaces, I just want to mention this Lizzo situation.
Oh, you know what, Cipha? Thank you.
Listen.
That's a very good transition by you.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, Lizzo is nothing but a red flag to this situation. Why did anybody think she was this sweet, kind employer? I don't get it.
Wait, what do you mean? Go ahead. Keep explaining to me why.
What?
Like, what was the red flag? I mean, like, give me. I don't
Okay,
fully understand Lizzo.
Here's what Lizzo is.
All right.
The way white girls love Lizzo is because all those white girls want a sassy black friend. They want a sassy black friend to say their black stuff with. That's who they think Lizzo is to them.
Interesting.
And if
Because
you know,
I guess her fan base is mostly white, right?
a lot. I know white girls that love, like, they're like, "Oh, play Lizzo," and I'm like, well, why? Like, I don't play Lizzo. I have like 3 Lizzo songs on my computer, the hits or whatever. Like, I'm not a Lizzo fan.
Right.
When I first met Lizzo, before she was even signed, I met her with Che. We met her in Atlanta. It was a sports thing. I don't remember what. It was a sports thing. I was in Atlanta with Che, and we met her. I didn't even remember it was her. I just remember that girl was wild. She was talking reckless,
Right.
super wild. And then like a year later, Che was like, "It's crazy how that girl blew up, right?" I'm like, "What girl?" He goes, "Lizzo." I'm like, "What do you mean?" I go, "Lizzo's the girl from Atlanta, remember?" I was like, my face exploded. What? That wild ass chick? But there's nothing about Lizzo that makes me think, oh, she's probably a sweet, kind woman.
Well, I have to weigh in here
Oh, please.
and agree.
Is that a fat joke?
Because no. Because she's done our show twice. And the last time she did the show, just to be totally honest, I'm not like going for a Lizzo pile-on click situation, but just to be honest, when she left, I went to Shawnee. I was like, what did I not fuck with about her energy? I was like, I did not fuck with that energy at all. I was like, did you feel what I'm saying? And I'll let Shawnee speak for himself on the subject, but like she seemed like she really fucked with Ebro, like really liked Ebro, and
Yeah.
didn't give a fuck about anyone else there.
Yeah. That
And
sounds right.
I just felt like, in my personal opinion, and being around her, it felt like this whole thing is a fucking facade.
All of it.
The whole happiness, the
All of
whole
it.
happiness about all of it and
All of it.
positivity is an attempt, maybe. Well, an attempt to either sell an idea and or an attempt to make yourself feel good, but it's not working. It's not actually there.
It's temporarily working, and you think it's real, but if it was real, you wouldn't be acting this way. You know what I mean?
Right. There's no need to sort of be stomping your feet and yelling and
Like I
cursing
don't think
about it.
I don't think anyone but two people, maybe one, sit down and actually plan out the whole entertainment life experience. I think it's a mixture of reps, scenario.
When you say reps, you mean repeated attempts, or you mean
No,
representatives?
managers, agents, label execs, TV execs, telling you, gassing you, blah blah blah. Then the money, the fame, the fans, the tabloids, all that shit starts to add up.
Right.
Here's the thing. People all the time ask me, who was the worst person you interviewed? Who was the nastiest? And I don't name a name because I'm like, 80%. 80%, bro. Like it like in different levels, in different degrees. And I've seen them come from nothing, go to all the way something, come halfway down back to nothing, go back up, or go all the way down. Like I've seen it all. With the
Every
ladder
version.
is real. And it's something I told myself early on, don't be that way. Like try to keep it 100% real who you are, so that it always, not that I'm saying I 100% like who I am, but you can't say I fucking act Hollywood, or you know what I mean?
No, you can be a douche
People
nozzle, but the same one you've always been.
People go, like lately a couple of people have called me bougie because a lot of because of flying or like eating at certain places. And I go, yeah, but I'm at a Hampton Inn. Is that bougie? I got upgraded. I plan my trips to get upgraded, not buying first class tickets. I'm
Right.
not bougie. I'm frugal.
Right. Frugal, but still enjoy nice things. So you find your best frugal way to get them.
I picked a couple of things that I want to splurge on. Travel is one of them because I do it so much. And a nice car. Boom. I was like, I'm in my car a lot and I'm on a plane a lot. So I'm going to make these luxury. Other than that, I'm at the Hampton Inn, baby. I'm at the Hampton Inn right now. I'm at a Residence Inn right now. I'm not in a glamorous hotel. But anyway, my point was, people always say like, oh, who's the worst interview? Who's the, and I'm like, a lot of them. Like Fab treated me bad a couple times. Oh, not a couple times. One big time. I always talk about Fab was like really bad. But like,
well, in a moment, he had a bad moment.
I never told you this.
I don't remember it.
I think I was filling it. I was filling in for Flex. It was a last minute fill in for Flex, and Fab was scheduled to be interviewed by Flex. And you know the big window at Hot 97. Fab walks in, looks in the window, talks to somebody. Like I guess they were saying, "Where's Flex?" Oh, Flex is not here today. And then Fab left. He never even said what up.
Damn.
But Fab has also done favors for me. Fab has
Right.
also showed up at the time. Fab shouted me out on stage when I was fucking very far away and he saw me. Like it's not nothing bad against Fab. I'm just saying this game brings these moments. But this whole shit about Lizzo, like, okay, the story came out, the people were suing her. Fine, that shit happens. The shock that some people are having is what's bothering me. Like, oh my God, I didn't think she was like that. Why? Why wouldn't you think she was like that? Her scenario fits so many other people that are like that.
Now, two things. I think one, because, it's like the irony is so thick that by the way, it's the exact By the way, I sent Cipha a story before we went on the air today that I'd heard like a little thing about this guy, but I hadn't paid much attention. But I sent Cipha this article, and this is actually sort of in the same vein. The financier of that movie, the sex trap.
No. He's not a financier. He donated to the fucking crowd source.
Okay.
The headline. I read the article. The headline is. I mean, listen, you're right, but the headline is a way more sounding like he's a major producer.
Yeah, I looked. Is he just like a regular guy? Oh no. Okay, he's a guy who gave money to it, but like to brag on social media about helping this film.
Yes.
About child trafficking. He was just arrested for stealing a child.
Yeah.
So it's sort of that same feeling I think that people get with the Lizzo thing. They assume that because she's all on this body positivity thing, the idea that she would then be mean to people or tell them, if you're fat, you can't work here. Which, by the way, if you get into it, does get sort of complicated, right? If people are hired to be a dancer and do a physical job, I don't know. Can you hold them to physical standards or you expect them to look a certain way? I don't know.
I think there's a
handle
nicer way to go about it.
Well, seemingly than what's been described, yes. So according to what's been said so far.
Yeah, I think there's a nicer way to go about it.
So it was a hilarious. By the way,
but her response on Instagram is just like, I literally thought of you. It's just me. I can't believe what I'm going through because of this.
Yo, that's so fucked up. You just said that.
No, I know. You're okay. You're all right.
You think I would actually give a statement like that if I was in a bad way? I'd be like,
not as extreme. Where you put yourself in the investigation often.
Well, give me an example of what you mean. Like, you mean when something's going on, I make the story about me.
Yeah.
But that's not a story where, just for the record, that's not a story where there's other victims. That's more a story that has nothing to do with anything, and I make it about me being sad in some way.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't do it if let me say this. I'd like to think I've gotten better about the fact that if it's related to me and I'm into it with someone, I don't just think about the fact that my feelings are hurt. I think about the fact that their feelings may be hurt as well.
You are much better. Yes. It's still funny though.
All right, fine. Now you make me feel bad. You calling me Lizzo?
No.
Did you see they were calling Chris Christie? I don't know if it was the right wing or the left wing, but someone on Twitter was calling Chris Christie white Lizzo. I assume it was the right. I think it was Trump people because Chris Christie's been on this big anti-Trump movement. So I think it's the Trump people, maybe. I wasn't. You look on Twitter, you can't tell where anything comes from anymore. It's such a
it's gone. It's gone.
Yo, can you believe they went to
You mean
X,
X?
bro?
You mean X?
Yeah.
It just switched on my phone too. The logo just changed.
Oh, it did on the phone?
Yeah.
Yo, Cipha, I can't believe, honestly, I can't believe he went. Imagine building a brand. Someone built a brand in 2006. No one had ever heard of it. No one knew what it was. No one knew what a tweet. No one knew any of it. It became such a part of the world that these verbs became part of our vocabulary. They're real words you say, a logo that you could describe without even looking at it. And Mans bought this and straight took his basketball and kicked it over the fucking moon.
Why did he do that?
A nasty generic X. Like, what the? I don't know, bro. I don't.
What was the reasoning? They didn't say?
I don't know. I have not heard any reasoning.
Man, we play. That's why when people, I get weirded out when people go, my Twitter page, my Instagram page. I'm going, none of this is yours. A guy can shut the lights off any second.
That's the crazy thing is that now it's someone who, before it was someone who probably wasn't going to. Now it's someone who might.
Because I read something, he bought Twitter for not what we think Twitter's for, something else internally, like back end he wanted. Like the user information or something. Like he now has how many million people's user info or something, which was worth it to him.
Or more than that, it would be like 1 billion people, right?
It says
whatever it is.
It says it was required by X Corp both to ensure freedom of speech and as an accelerant for X, the Everything app. It's not simply a company renaming itself, but it's doing the same thing. And it made sense when it was 140 character messages going back and forth, but now you can post almost anything, including several hours of video. In the months to come, we'll add comprehensive communications and the ability to conduct your entire financial world. So it doesn't make sense anymore to call it Twitter.
No. How about just stop at it? It doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah, what do you mean? It just is. It's just
No, I'm
what
saying
the
that's
name
what
is.
that's what he said.
No, I know. I'm saying, but I'm saying
like,
to him, Billy taking it personal. I'm saying to him, Billy, not you. It's just called Twitter. Whatever you want it to be, it's Twitter. I guess what you see what he's saying. If it was 140 characters, that's like just a little bird, like cheep cheep, cheep cheep, tweet tweet.
Yeah, I guess that's
now
what
the bird.
tweet
Now
means.
the bird is like rah 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 rah.
But I love that. I
before the
love
bird
the
was just going,
logic.
tweet tweet.
Tweet tweet.
Tweet tweet.
I love that he's saying like, but now since it's all this, it no longer makes sense. It's like, no, bro, the whole thing you're saying, the fact that it's that different means as a product, it doesn't make sense. It was the product. The product was get your thoughts out in short little quick things so people could get it and share it quickly. You know, Twitter could play entire football games and movies, and you can build a helicopter, and you can go to a museum. That's not why I'm coming to Twitter or X or whatever the fuck it is. I am sort of happy it's done though. It's been like such a slow death. Listen, I want to admit right now,
Twitter's done.
How much do you interact with it?
Oh no, I'm done with it. Yeah.
It's when anything that used to garner me comments on it, the numbers are way down in anything. I like, oh, I just did blank thing. I'm sure Twitter has a lot to say about that. Any version of that in my life, it's way, way less. And it's kind of and Threads has not replaced it. Threads got popping for literally 3 days. No one knows how to use it. It doesn't have any use.
Threads
Cipha,
is just.
I got to tell you, Cipha was right about something.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you stop everything when I say right about something.
What was that? What?
Cipha,
go on.
I made fun. I honestly made fun of you, and I think I judged you. I think in my brain I was like, oh, I think Cipha's a fucking loser. I'm worried. I think this guy's a fucking loser. And you were right.
What? Which one?
TikTok's the best social media.
Oh.
It's TikTok is you are able to use that and cultivate it in a way where for me it's like the least detrimental, most fun and informative social media.
Also, I mean you can curate it the way you want somewhat. And also, it's like TikTok is now what Google was to us, to young people. They'll search on TikTok
for anything. You were just right to be on it. It's smart because you know what the fuck people are talking about, what's going on. It's no longer just for children. Like it's an everyone app now.
Oh no,
right?
it's not. It hasn't been for children for a while.
Yeah, it's for everybody. It's got everything on there, and yeah, it's dope.
TikTok. It's really bad.
Wait,
like whatever I want. Like I'll be scrolling and see a Don Rickles on Johnny Carson clip. Then how to use toothpaste to itch your balls. Then it's like,
I love that.
You know, bad first date stories. Then just random like cops chasing a guy.
You love bad first date stories.
My shit doesn't even really show me stand-up clips anymore because I'm so not into it on TikTok.
Right. But you know what I like about it, Cipha, also? I don't know if you have the same experience. I don't look at comments at all, like comments and how many likes things
I've
get.
never seen the comments on TikTok.
And the likes are so up and down and ridiculous that I don't think about what's getting liked that much.
Yeah.
And I don't see my like industry friends on it. That's not what my algorithm is. So like that jealousy feeling that I can feel easily on Instagram, I don't get that on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
see everyone posting, just went out and did blah, blah, blah. Look at me.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't see it. And I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Like that shit makes me a
Facts.
worse person. I literally hate on people that I love. Instagram makes me
Yeah,
hate on
facts.
people that I love.
That's a
I'm
great
rooting.
quote. Make that a shirt. Make that a
Yo,
shirt.
Instagram will make you hate on people you love. You see something they're doing and you get a negative feeling. And I'm like, wait a second. I root for this person. I'm happy
Yeah.
for you. I want
I'm
you to do well.
happy.
Why am I angry and sad now? Get off.
That's
you know
how
what
I
like
know
to
the
do?
shit is
Get off the
fucking.
app.
Yeah.
Get off the app.
Get off the app of supporting your friend that it's making you
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah, because apparently it's not making you want to support your friend. It's making you want to hate on your friend.
I'm going through some shit right now.
Oh no.
I'm going through some shit right now where in the last month of everything that I did in June and July, I can literally feel the hate behind people's fake love because they probably saw me so much on Instagram on the last month with the tour and everything. I can feel the hate.
Well, and
I
by
can
the
see
way,
when they say what's up to me, how it's clouded with, like when they compliment me, yo, you killing it out there. You doing a lot. I feel it. I go, oh, you saw me on Instagram. You swiped off of me because it was too much. And I literally feel the actual feeling of it.
well, here's my question. Then let's take it a step further. Then, does that get you angry at them, or does it make you think about yourself because you actually understand it? You're like, oh, I get it. I get it.
It's all of it. It's all mixed in.
And also, why does it make you think about the content you posted? Because why do we need to be like yo, look at me? Does it help?
No, because yes, it does help. It does help.
Yeah, I guess particularly in the comedy world where it's always this constant growth.
Yeah, I have to sell tickets and make fans. It's just the people that I know, I can feel the, you know what I mean? And no, go ahead.
I talked to someone recently, very recently, who is connected to the comedy world. Like I don't want to say more, but very connected to it. Yeah, adjacently, connected. Very connected. Oh, okay. And we were talking about you, as I often do in comic circles.
Oh, thanks for bringing me up.
Yeah, no problem. I was like, Cipha was watching this fucking kidnapping movie. I don't know what's going on. I think he's into child trafficking. No. So I said,
it's just a movie.
So I said, well, do you know that guy, the guy who starred in it is a fucking psycho? Do you know that?
What, Jim Cazale or whatever his name is?
Caviezel Sneasel?
What do you mean?
Look him up. He's like a QAnon. Everyone involved in it's fucking crazy.
Oh, okay.
He's a right-wing, outspoken, thinks the Democrats are eating people in a pizza shop.
Really?
Yeah.
I like his acting.
Anyways, listen, my friend goes, I don't remember the context, but I was talking about you and I talked about the show we went to. I was like, I don't even know if Cipha should have been at this show. That's what I said. I said to him, you tell me, is it good if you're a comedian to just go to shows even if everyone on the show is shit miss? And he's like, you got to get up. You got to get up. He was in time. He's got to get up. And then he said about you, Cipha has been going after it for so long. And he just recently went from, hey, we like Cipha. He's a DJ and he does comedy and we like him being around.
We like him as a person.
To he's actually a comedian.
He's funny.
Like. He's funny. We like it.
Yeah.
He said it's just happening recently.
Yeah.
After all these years.
Yeah, I agree.
And I was like, so that feeling that you're getting probably is real.
I know it's real. You know me, I'm very self-aware. I know it's real. I don't care that it's taking this long. It's just like,
no, I don't mean that though. I mean the feeling that people are the fake love.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna ride. I thought we was gonna ride together. This is a lonely game, bro.
Well, no, because but think about it. You've been on the other side of that screen. You just maybe didn't say anything to them, or maybe you had times when you did, and you don't even know it. But you went up to people and like, "Yo, I see you out there," and you had it. You maybe did.
Well, maybe
I probably have.
You're right. Whoa, you think they felt it?
Maybe not.
Wait,
them,
you're
maybe
saying
someone else.
Someone maybe feel bad on IG, and then I went up to them and bigged them up, but also just scrolling past their shit the other day made me feel bad or jealous.
Correct. And maybe they felt
Ooh.
from you, and I've probably done it too. You know what we do in hip hop?
Ooh.
That in hip hop, it's always that like, oh, I see you, bro. You can make
I
a lot of
see
money.
you, son. Yo, you get the bag. You got the bag.
I see you. That's really code for like, yeah.
Ooh.
Wait. Do you have to leave in 10 minutes on the dot? Is that your plan?
Kinda. I gotta check out, but go on. Get to your shit.
All right. Well, no. What we're gonna do real quick, even if you have to leave, what I think we should do real quick is go to Patreon. Let's go real
now?
quick. Yeah, let's talk about the Kai Cenat Union Square thing on Patreon.
Ooh.
So
I don't
if
even
you
know who that is.
Well, you didn't see the story the other day at Union Square?
I saw the story, but I don't know who that
Okay.
is.
I'm gonna explain it, and we're gonna break
What's
it
happening?
down. And we haven't talked about Adam 22 either, which is
What happened there?
Oh, go to patreon.com/OneUpIsLife.